We're previewing NFL Week 2 here at SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. Right now we're talking with Jeff Grant, featured sports betting writer for the Bleacher Report. Jeff, thanks for being here once again this week.
Great to be with you, Peter.
All right, the first game I assigned to you, and again, I assign you the game, so these aren't games that you see with value and report back to me. These are games that I assign you to see what you have to say about it. The Raiders and the Dolphins. Now, the Raiders, of course, lost San Diego. They had those notorious long snapping issues. The Dolphins, as expected, got crushed by Houston. I'm thinking, though, the Raiders as a 2.5-point road favorite might be worth a bet here. I kind of like the Raiders in the Monday night game. And, Carson Palmer actually had a lot of yards and completions, even though it didn't result in that many points. The Raiders' defense was actually pretty good. Ryan Tannehill for the Dolphins didn't quite look like he's ready for prime time. The run defense was okay, though. I'm just thinking overall, maybe the Raiders minus 2.5 is worth a shot. What do you think?
I think the early betting validates your early thought on the Raiders. The line opened at 1. I see it at 2.5 in some spots. I actually produced a line favoring the Raiders by 1. So I'm looking potentially in the other direction for a few factors. One of them is the fact that you have 2 first-year head coaches in this game, both coming off a loss. Traveling across the country is going to be a major issue for the Raiders. They're known for making mistakes. First-year head coach. And this is the first of 5 trips to the Eastern time zone for the Raiders. So it's not a huge factor per se because this is their first trip. But we got to remember the Raiders played on Monday night.
Yeah.
So their first-year coach is kind of up against the gun, fewer days in preparation, while Miami has been resting comfortably at home.
Those are great points, Jeff Grant, man. I didn't consider them, probably as much as I should. Yeah, it's an interesting line, interesting game. We'll see how it turns out. Thanks.